Is that better? Okay. Okay. Get started. Let's move everything over. I'm left-handed, so everything is mumbo-jumboed in here. Before we start, I'd like to take a look at your existing fillings. Make sure that they're okay. Just open wide for me. And open over here. Thank you. Okay. All right.
Welcome, welcome.
Just going over some of my transmogs for my human pally here. Just some of the names mightn't match because I have changed a few things up. I went after him, but pretty well geared for a DPS with 5 million life. Where's the?
business.
Now, where was I? Some reason I feel like I'm naked there. I don't know what it is. See any transmogs you like? Let me know. Just looking for a sword. I like the axe because it glows, but some of these one-handed weapons are ridiculous in size, I tell you. Gee. It's amazing. As soon as I jump on live, I start yawning. Work that one out. Okay, what we're gonna go? We're gonna go with the. I think this is quest. Yeah, I probably should have chased that spirit. Shadow priest. Now I got this guy within 10 days of turning 110. I haven't done the sockets, but I got him to 924, 926, and I haven't played him much. I've got 7 million life. Not bad. Hit 110, and then within 10 days of that, I'm up to nearly 930. So, and I've got a better weapon eye level than my warlock, which is my main, which is just crap. Anyway, I'm just going to jump on the lock. I think I've got a couple of things I just need to quickly check. So the raid start opens tomorrow, I believe. Not tomorrow, next week. 27th? It must be the 28th. Tuesday. Wow, that music was way out, wasn't it? Jeez.
Together we will destroy the Burning Legion! Boy, I'm feeling lucky today! Cannabis is ready! Cannabis is ready!
Okay, so just gonna quickly see if I've sold any of my pants on the AH, which I don't think I would have. Be surprised. Yeah, expired. Okay. Alright, so let's just quickly, I just want to knock off.
Legion devastators are pummeling our forces. Lower their protective barriers, and we will show them the power of the Vindica. Be purged by the light.
Yeah, it's a bit easy with Affliction at the moment because you're pretty much outgeared this level.
Set foot in our world. The way is clear. Fire!
This will be your undoing.
You have seen but a fraction of our might. Behold the might of the Vindicar! Excellent work. The Vindicar is safe once more.
I have to admit, I stood near this bloke thinking he wouldn't aggro against me, and he killed me in one hit. Or two hits. That was hilarious. Wasn't on stream though. Anyway, such is life. Still trying to work out why they have not given us Warlocks bloody graphic updates. Everything that's stripped off us, but keep going on about it. It's just, well, I think we need to keep going on about it.
From one of our past assaults litter the ridge on the eastern side of the hole.
I'm going to aggro all these, so we might as well get them all up. Come on, boys.
Our power cannot be matched. Feel the power of the Black Harvest.
3 dots, just absolutely.
I need to get closer.
Fury of 1,000 conquered worlds.
Now you're seeing a lot of dots going on there. That's my artifact weapon, because it's been modified. Throws on an extra couple of dots. go. Jesus Christ.
This will be your undoing.
We will put these to use immediately. Thank you for recovering.
Our enemies will fall.
Another demon champion, bows
Ah!
and blusters.
Couple seconds too late.
It's cacophony. Chaos reigns.
Yeah, at 930 odd level, these guys don't mean shit to me. Same with the tanks as well.
It's too far away.
Finish them off gives me 2 soul shards back, so always pays for me to do as such. Big boys here, let's... Now I just have a macro setup, cast in sequence, so it's Agony, Corruption, and then Siphon Life. And then I have 3 hot buttons where I can just do them individually. It just keeps all my dots up. So normally what I do, I just make sure I always keep Agony up because it's got 10 stacks. Okay. So what we'll do is I'll just finish this dude off.
Yes, you have them reeling. Well fought.
Okay, he's come in, gone straight out again. Yeah, so I just use a macro cast sequence, which so it's, and I've got it there. It's Agony, Corruption, and Siphon Life, and I basically, when I manually do it, I just press 1 on my Corsair mouse button, which is 12 or 15 buttons, 12 buttons. 1, 2, 3, and I got hold shift, hold alt down for various other combinations, which you can see there. S4 is shift, and then R is for my instant life tap. I do not understand Blizzard's yes, actually I do, because they launched a new class. Let me just down a little bit. Getting in my head. A new class which is Demon Hunter, which Demon Hunter is Legion, Demon Hunter, whatever. No, they gutted a lot out of the Warlock, so effectively they've probably had this plan for a very long time.
The Legion believes this brute can
Because a lot of the abilities were being used and tested by Warlocks, effectively. For a couple of years. As far as I'm concerned, this expansion should have given the Warlocks more demons, better graphics. For some reason, we've just been completely
the army soldiers are safe. You have my breath.
told no. I do think some other classes did need some love, like Elemental. The graphics needed about that. Elemental to me, it should be Elemental. Yeah, Elemental DPS. It should be a good DPS, range DPS.
Feel the power of the Black Harvest.
Problem, I feel all pure DPS specs suffer from, especially the Warlock, is that they don't know how. Let's just say it's a lot easier. Look at the Druid. The Druid's got 4 classes. It's a lot easier to make a range DPS, a melee DPS, a tank DPS, a tank spec, and a heal spec. You know, it's defined. It's 3 expansions now that they have not been able to get the Warlock. Actually, it's probably longer than that. To me, Demonology should be the core fantasy of this class. But for whatever reason, it gets too much tools, and it becomes too handy not to bring along at times. They nerf it into the ground. I've said this in plenty of my old videos. Patch 6.2 back in WoD. They somehow blame the players because they gutted Destro. They took the fuel away from Destro, so you couldn't AoE like anything. Affliction had no AoE, it was single target. And Demonology got Demon Wave and Jump and Leap and all these other abilities, and effectively a lot of tools, and then they sort of went, hang on, every player's going to that class, that spec of that class, and it's hard to use. And then they blame the players. I still don't understand that. And then, I don't know. I just feel players have basically said they want a necromancer type or demonology type class with summoning stuff, and I reckon they'll make a because it's a selling point. I'm sales and marketing, you know, blah 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 blah. You always want to sell something new, you know, new expansion, new class, refurbishing an old class. It doesn't sell. It wouldn't sell as well. But personally, I would probably make. Well, it's hard now because you can see in demonology, well, the demon hunter's got a tank spec now. Well, has a tank spec. They could have done that easily with the warlock. Easily. It would be fun too. But I think if they were going to introduce a ranged tank spec that was non-melee based, they probably would make it a new class, and that would probably be a necromancer. Just, it's easy to, it's marketing, it's sales, it's just. That's because it goes back to 2008. They basically destroyed Warhammer Online. When the Warhammer Online was coming on, when they announced the Death Knights, and they made the Death Knights, they did make the Death Knights OP as all buggery. It was clearly targeted to give players, you know, a bit of fan to get players to come in and play Death Knight. It was just too good not to turn, and that's what it did too. It basically got a lot of foot traffic. Oh, who's invisible around me? Oh, interesting.
No! This trophy is mine! A gift for our great master!
Oh, I was going to fall down. Oh, too slow on the buttons. Now, I'm not sure what's happened to me, but for some reason, and I'm a bit embarrassed to mention this. I'm not sure. I've been watching a lot of Judge Judy on YouTube when I jumped on the train to go into work, or I'm waiting for to conduct interviews for a couple of roles that I advertise. I'm sitting there with the tablet headphones in, watching Judge Judy deliver her justice. I think it's because she's earning $45 million a year or something, US, 45 million US a year from it. But she's funny. She's a very dry. She's got a sense of humor that's not typically what I'd say American. She's very dry. Now, I don't know many judges in Australia that would equal her, but then again, if you're earning 45 million, but that's the reason she got the show. She of her personality. Certainly wasn't for her looks. Not that she's an unattractive woman. But can you imagine her? I think she did a law degree in the 60s. I think she started practicing law in the 66 or something. I was looking up. I don't know. I'm not sure how old she was back then. I'm sure she would have been pretty young. And did I just run past a bloody... the hell? Then again, I don't think too many people in the 60s would have envisaged anyone making the money she's making from a reality TV show. Which I think has to be staged or can't be... oh, for... Well, I might as well get to 650 and get another token.
This place is churning out darkness, manifesting into crystals of pure void. The Shadow God covets this resource. We must claim it before they do.
Now I have to kill a critter. Oh no.
That is one less arrow in their quiver. Perhaps I can find a use for these crystals that will benefit our cause.
Oh, nice.
This way. Come at once.
Get in there, demon.
Let them feel your fury.
Oh, I just sunk straight to the bottom. Jesus Christ. I've got the money to buy one of these, but
No matter how many monstrosities they send at us, we will cut them down.
the,
There is so much untapped power.
I'm in combat. What am I in combat for? Just looking for uniques at the moment. Oh, actually, I can go. I want to check this bloke up here. Oh. What have I got the star
It is
for?
an honor to fight alongside such power.
And if you're new to this game, you got to make sure you get your at least one
There is so much untapped
of
power.
your followers. Every time I complete a world quest, I get gold and order resources because he's got it. He's got elite shit stuff on him.
Inquisitors emerge from darkness and abduct our patrols. Find these captives and spare them from their fate.
Azeroth will be ours!
Argus provides us no shortage of targets. Another is at hand, champion.
I need to get closer.
Oh, I love someone who just charges through the guts. Get on, and you're effing cat. You could have done it in. Oh god.
I need to target something first.
It's good to know that during my long absence from Azeroth, our world was protected by heroes like you.
That was almost too easy. Feel the power of the Black Harvest.
The torment these soldiers endured. You arrived just in time.
I'm gonna get the hell out of here.
Burn in the flames of Sargeras!
I think you should be able to see on the 1080p stream all the numbers on my key bindings, so that you can see everything's all set up. Hitting shift 1 to 10 or 1 through to 12, and then hitting shift, pardon me, 1 through to 12 again. Where the hell am I going? And then I think Alt, and then I use RFG. Usually R is for AoE, F is for heals, heals on me, and G is like auto heal on other people. Now I use that at all classes, and I try to so I try to make that with every class. Like the Paladin, it's like heal self, instant heal bubble sort of thing. So, and other classes. So I try to replicate the same buttons at times. Halfway to next. Alright, let's buy a token.
Yes, outsider. We will endure.
I hope you find something useful. May your days be long and your hardships few.
As for specs at the moment, MGs, I usually have run other specs for different options, but this is effectively a raid spec. Single target, add that on, extra 15 damage for unstable affliction. Arrow Terror, I don't actually think I've got that. I didn't realise I even had Arrow Terror. Actually, what it will do... I have got Arrow Terror, there it is. Okay, and Phantom over Sow of Seed. Sow of Seed's great for mythic or sort of dungeons, but yeah, you can change it up. Everything's viable. Especially in oh, it's 11 o'clock, so on a Saturday night I'm tired. Demon Skin is good for Argus. Burning Rush usually running around through dungeons because you don't so much need Demon Skin. Dark Pack as well. Supremacy service has its uses, and I think they suggest Soul Conduit because for the extra 20% chance of getting a Soul Shard back. Yeah, that's all they wrote, really. Question, what will we get? So... chest. Neck. You know what? I'm just gonna give the chest a shot.
I am looking forward to our negotiation.
I'm actually hoping for a artifact, a legendary chest, but anyway, we'll just see how we go. Somehow that's an upgrade. Because I'm low on crit. So this is based on all the if you haven't used pawn before, you probably have used pawn, but pawn the add-on. It's based on stats from wherever you get it from. And it gives a score. The higher the score, the better. The reason this scores so poorly because it's up against stat tokens that relics that have intel on them, based on intel. So even though it's a 920, give you a big mastery boost, but I lose intel. So what I gain, I lose effectively. I'd probably like to go that. I don't know. 950. But I can't have two of those because it's unique. Not sure what I got all these for. For these, too many world quests. Alright, so that was a pretty much a waste of bloody time. Okay, so let me check my.
How may I be of service?
You don't see that every day.
Alright, well that's kind of enough for me today. It's been a good hour, I think. So. If I click on the right screen. Alright, so it's good night from me, and it's good night from him. If I don't see you through the week, I'll see you through the window.